You are starting to get good at this thing. Welcome back to Boss Life TV. I am Latasha Shelton, and come on in to my living room conversation because this is where we get comfortable for us to have real life conversations. And this is a space where I teach you how to operate in your higher self for you to reach your full potential. I am going to have a conversation about how I manifest my first YouTube check. Everyone's going around talking about their YouTube check and how they manifested their first YouTube check. And they talk about it. They actually show you how much they made and what they did to make it. And I literally made over $10,000 off of doing YouTube by just being super consistent. I decided to get up one day and just start. And I think that's what got me to where I'm at today. After that, I was being extremely consistent about posting. I did a lot of research. And so, yeah, here I am today in my dream home, living a dream. And YouTube can definitely change your life if you are willing to get up and actually put in the work. So, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about how I manifested my first YouTube check. Okay, let me sip some tea on this, y'all. Hold on. That is what got me to where I am today. So let me take a pause. Yeah, I was just manifesting literally. I was telling you guys something that I dreamed to, accomplish one day. This conversation about sometimes you got to be delusional. I was being very delusional. It's not delusional. I don't want to say you're being delusional by you saying that you have something because we do it every day. We always wish and want something. And sometimes it do come true if you program your mind for it to be true. It will come true. So I was just basically putting it out to the universe that I am, wanting to reach a $10,000 month on YouTube, and I can actually come on here and tell you guys how I did it. I feel like I'm rich already. So we're going to talk about the difference between what monetary riches is and how to receive monetary money and what rich in spirit actually mean. A lot of people get it construed. They like, now what is rich in spirit? It doesn't exist. Rich in spirit, like I need the money now, but they don't realize you got to be rich in spirit in order for you to manifest money actually in the physical. I manifested the home that I am in. I was staying in the townhome, and I wasn't satisfied with the townhome because it didn't have a lot of space. I was in a process of leaving a very toxic relationship, and I just had gave birth to my baby in 2020. And so I'm just like in my mind during that time during COVID, I went into solitude. And that was the best thing about COVID is because it allowed us to go into solitude to figure out what we actually wanted in life. And COVID was a time where I was able to go into solitude, have a vision about what the things I wanted and desired. And one of the things was I wanted to move into a house with my children. Well, you think, okay, you're a single person because you're about to leave this toxic relationship. How are you going to make that happen? It's like I told myself, like, don't even worry about how I'm going to make it happen, just make it happen. um I didn't have a job or anything. During that time we were getting stimulus checks, and during the time that the PPP loan was going around, it was just, the resources was out there. But in order for you to apply for a house, you have to have some sort of income. And so what I did was I applied for homes, and I had a vision. I want to say visionary. That's why I keep saying vision. I had a vision about this home that I wanted to be in. And I was kind of setting up my nursery in my mind on how my nursery was going to look. I was setting up my daughter's room. I was even like packing and stuff, putting things in boxes in my house. And I was labeling the things in my house like new home kitchen. Spirit saying like, you gotta tell them, you gotta be creative. You have to have this whole beautiful vision in your mind. You have to be visionary. You have to have all these different things. So I was envisioning my home being this beautiful place. And I applied for a home and I got approved. I didn't question spirit on how I got approved because I showed zero income, believe it or not, zero income. Um, I don't know. See, to this day, I was just having faith that it was going to happen for me, and I put my stamp on, you know, just a home. Like I didn't care what kind of home it was. Of course, I didn't want anything. I wasn't applying for any kind of home. You know what I mean? It had to have character to it. I just wanted to be in a home. I just was tired of being in this box. So I got the home. So I said, okay, that worked. So let me keep envisioning things that I desire in my life. And so I had a car that I was driving that I wasn't satisfied with. It was a small Chevy Cruze. And of course, I'm growing. I have a new baby. I was just like, you know what? I desire SUV. So I went to the dealership and I told my mother that same day we were at Frisch's. I will never forget this. And I was like, you know what, mom? I've been envisioning like a bigger car. Like I need a big car. Like I really feel like if I go to the dealership today, they're going to give me a car. Like I feel it in my spirit. Like I feel that something is calling me to this dealership. My mom was like, girl, you don't have a down payment. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you going to go get a car? I'm like, yeah, mom. Like, something in my heart has been telling me to go get this car. So I said, you know what? I'm about to go to the dealership. I dropped my mom off. My mom kept my children, and I went to the dealership. I pulled up to her house in a brand new 2020 SUV, a Chevy Equinox. And my mom's like, "Oh my gosh, like girl, like you are starting to get good at this thing. Like you are starting to get good at manifesting." And so I was just like, you know what? When you want something, you got to really believe that you deserve things. Like you really have to believe that. But that's another conversation later on about really believing and feeling and having that feeling that you deserve everything you set out to be. So, anyway, so yeah, I got the car. And spirit told me, you know what? You're in this new home, you got your children, you're out of the toxic relationship. Your life's being I'm going to redo your life. Things are not going to be the same. But what I need you to do is I need you to move accordingly. And so why I'm saying this is sometimes you have to be delusional about the things that you want to desire. Picture yourself riding in your dream, whatever it is. You know, some people want Benzes and all these fancy cars. Envision yourself in that place. Sorry, y'all, if y'all hear my kids or my children yelling, it is early in the rising and they are in full effect, especially the 3-year-old. So I had to take a little pause. But anyway, so we was talking about envisioning yourself in your dream house and in your dream car, and like in your mind, just like see yourself driving it. And even when you go into your actual car that you have now, act like it's a Benz, like drive it delicate. Act like it's a Range Rover. Drive that thing. Act like it's a F-150. Ram that thing. Like think about the car you really want to be in and be delusional about it. Like sometimes you have to, like even the dream house, like think about you walking through your private gate and you walking your, like feel it, like not just think about it in your mind, but actually feel it. Like, ooh, it feels good. It feels good to have financial freedom and you waking up to someone cooking you breakfast. And some people might not want a butler or a maid, but like if you do, think about you waking up eat your strawberries and your grapes as if someone prepared it for you. So that's what I mean with being delusional about it and actually feeling it. Now, let me tell y'all something on the flip side about being delusional. When I tell you, like, so many people become very delusional that it becomes bad delusion. They doubt it in their mind because some people don't feel like they deserve those things. And so that's a whole nother thing. Like, if you really want to manifest anything in your life, right? Because people throw manifestation around very loosely, and manifestation comes with a lot more work than people really understand. Like, I'm telling you guys to be delusional, but honestly, you have to be delusional and believe in yourself. Like, you have to believe and feel like you're worthy. Believe and feel that you're worthy of these things. Some people are very insecure about the things. And so you have to ask yourself, what is it that's blocking me from receiving the things that I desire to have? And that is where you do some deep shadow work. Some people have to do shadow work in order for them to believe that they do deserve things. And it's a process to healing wounds, old trauma wounds. It doesn't come overnight. So that's kind of where you start in order for you to really believe. Now, for the ones that genuinely believe that they deserve things, you have to be delusional. Moving forward, moving to another topic I wanted to talk about. So I was talking about being delusional and emotions, right? We talk about emotions, and I'm sure you guys heard this before, but I had a young man that I was listening to. He was stating about emotions, talking about how if you remove the E from emotion, you get motion. And I'm like, dang, that is a dope way of looking at it. Like, the etymology of words is amazing if you actually take the time and break them down. They actually are like codes and messages. And I sometimes feel like certain extra letters are like distractions, and like, if you're operating in the knowing, the gnosis, then you are able to decode things that is beneficial for you. So he said, take the E out of emotions and you'll get motions. Like, when you take your negative emotion out of it, your emotions, you start to move. So, like, let's stop getting in our feelings. Like, in 2024, don't look at everybody as like, oh, that's competition, or that's that, or that's that. Like, you're being too emotional about this life thing, when it ultimately comes with you and how you feel in the inside. Envy is, I feel like, the ticket to your own hell. So take the emotions away from it, which that's fine. If it's good emotions and it feels good, use that emotions and have motion, move. At the end of the day, y'all, we need to start moving so that we can operate in our higher self and we can reach our full potential. So basically, that's all I really have to say about it. Be delusional, take the E out of emotion and have motion. You got to move. So faith without works is dead. You have to put in the work. It's not cliche. It's not some stuff that everybody goes around and say, this is a real thing. I'm definitely a walking testimony on the things that I actually manifested in my life. I am forever grateful for the things that I have. And another thing, you guys have to have gratitude for the things that you already have. Spirit cannot, God, the Most High, Buddha, Allah, Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior, whatever you worship, we believe in all powers because all of them are relevant to make it us, as a whole, right? You have to have gratitude for the things that is provided for you. I am grateful for whatever I have right now because I know when I do get the bigger things that I want, I will have gratitude and I can give thanks for the things that I know I worked hard for. So I just want you guys to pick up, you know, the camera and record yourself. YouTube is a great platform to be on. Whatever you want to do in life, if you want to start that podcast, this is the year to start the podcast, the 8th year. This is the year to start that business. I say, in order for you to really get far in life, it has to feel good. If it don't feel good and it feel forced, 9 times out of 10, that's not where you need to be. Do things that feel good. Talking to me feels good to my soul. I'm naturally good at it. I'm a natural teacher. I am doing the things that I'm called to do. This is my soul mission. This is the mission that I'm on. My mission is to help you get on your mission and your path. This is what I do. My company is called Boss Life Global, and Boss Life Global is about firing the boss and becoming the boss, whatever that looks like in your journey. So if it's a coworker or a job that's keeping you down, fire that boss. If it's your relationship that is causing you to not operate in your higher self or operate at your full potential, fire that boss, fire the relationship. If it is a parent or a sibling that's causing drama in your life, fire them and detach yourself from that negativity, whatever it takes for you to fire the boss. Because this is not just stepping into entrepreneurship. I want you guys to understand that being a boss does not mean being just an entrepreneur. Being a boss is being in control of yourself and having full, operating your full vehicle. Like, be in control of your vehicle, which is your avatar. So if, you're having problems with navigating that, my company specializes in personal development. I teach a personal development course where I give you the tools, knowledge, and resources for you to dig deep down in those wounds and bring everything up so we can fix the things that you need to fix within your life. And we basically start to guide you right to that your final destination, and that is you operating in maybe a dream that you've always had. So we birth that vision, but it starts with us. It starts with us really getting deep within ourselves to figure out what do we actually like. And so I take you on that journey to figure that out. So my job is to put you on that path. I am very passionate about it, but we do have a workshop coming up March 15th. It will be digital. If you ever want to jump in that class, make sure you leave a comment down below. I'm working on my website. I'm actually revamping my website so that I can put registration up. So if you guys are interested in jumping in that personal development workshop, it's not my full personal development course, but it's just an introduction on what the course looks like. It's just a workshop. We're just going to touch on a surface level of different things. But if you guys want to jump in the full course, personal development course, I do have that on my website. Also, if you want to be a part of my BLG club, it is on Facebook. Just let me know if you want to join a community of like-minded people. I am about to get off here. I love you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share it with someone that might need to hear this message. Remember, in 2024, we are being delusional and we are taking the E out of motion and we're moving forward so we can manifest what we want in this lifetime. All right, y'all. I am signing out. Love you. Much love. Peace. 'Cause I don't want